There was an episode of Victorious that was so heavily censored, they had to make over 100 changes to the original episode. Even the title of the episode was considered so unacceptable that it had to be changed. The episode I'm talking about is, of course, Wanko's Warehouse. Or, if we're talking about the heavily censored UK version, just The Warehouse. For those of you who don't know, in England, wank is a slang word referring to masturbation. It's basically used how we Americans use the term jack off. So I can see how it would be pretty weird for them to have a department store called Wanko's Warehouse. I guess in the US, it would be like if the characters in a kids TV show visited a store called Jack Off's Junkyard or Dick's Swingin' Discounts. Kinda crazy. And I'm not sure why Dirty Dan decided to name the fake warehouse after a British vulgar slang word, but I do know it made it super inconvenient for them to air this episode to the British children who watch Nickelodeon. There are over 100 moments where the name is mentioned or shown in the episode, so Nickelodeon UK had to do their very best to edit out every single instance, leaving us with a pretty weirdly cut, Frankenstein episode at times. It wasn't easy to find, but I managed to get my hands on a rare copy of the censored UK version of the episode. And today we won't just be going over the plot of the episode, we'll be going over nearly every change made when the episode was censored for the UK audience. So yeah, you're welcome. And special thanks to the Pear Source for this one. The Pear Source blog has an awesome article on the censored version of the episode and a ton of great information about Victorious in general. And if you want to know more, I'll link in the description. As always, if you guys like this one, please throw us that fat, juicy like and maybe even subscribe. I might just open a collection of businesses and call it the Masturbation Mall if you do. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AgroWasHere for a daily dose of nostalgia. And if you guys have any other episodes or shows you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's dive in. So we start off at the school where St. John assaults Tori for absolutely no reason. Like none at all. And no one in the hallway seems to bat an eye or care about physical violence happening out in the open. Which, like, doesn't St. John have a crush on Tori in other episodes?
Tori!
Yeah?
Guess what?
Oh.
Wanko's Warehouse is having a huge sale, 80% off everything.
Two things. One, it made no sense how Trina dragged her over to this spot to tell her that. They were in a public hallway before, they're in a public hallway now, nothing is different. And second, this is our first example of a censored moment in the episode, because in the UK version, they cut the word wankos out of Trina's dialogue entirely.
Warehouse is having a huge sale, 80% off everything.
It sounds choppy, like you can definitely tell a word was cut out of it. Andre walks over and asks what they're chatting about, and when Tori starts to respond, Trina slaps the absolute shit out of her. I'm talking backhanded pimp slap that hoe. We are 1 minute and 4 seconds into the episode, and already Tori has been kicked to the ground and now slapped in the face. What the hell is this show? Jade and Kat walk over and ask what they're all talking about too. Then Beck and Robbie show up as well. But Trina doesn't want more people knowing about the sale because she doesn't want it to be more crowded.
I tell you people, then all these other losers are gonna hear.
Yet, this is the exact same spot where she just told Tori about the sale a minute ago. At full volume, may I add. The randoms could have heard it then too. You know? Tori tells Trina to just text everyone the secret so that none of the extras can overhear.
You can mass text them the big secret.
Mass text? Seriously? Look, it's a group chat, not a mass text. I've never heard anyone call it a mass text before. When everyone reads the texts on their phones, we get the second moment of British censorship in the episode.
A sale at Wanko's? A sale at...
Okay. In the US version, Tori tweets on the slap, Andre is driving us all to Wanko's. Then we get to see a truck and sign that both say Wanko's as they roll up. In the UK version, Tori's tweet on the slap is cut off entirely. It's just not there. The theme song cuts right to them pulling into the parking lot, and it's very zoomed in to hide the sign and truck that say Wanko's. As a result, the credit title, written by Dan Schneider and Christopher J. Nowak, is much larger than the US version. As if Dan Schneider doesn't already get enough credit for these damn shows. Also, Kat, for some reason, is in the front seat in between Andre and Tori. Is she sitting right on top of the fucking Prindle man?
Are you familiar with the gear shift?
You mean the Prindle?
Literally, what? When they're getting out of the car, the Wankos sign behind them is completely blurred out in the UK version. And in the US cut, Robbie kind of chants to himself, yeah, Wanko sale, yeah, Wankos.
Wanko sale, yes, Wanko sale, yeah.
But in the UK censored version, he's just saying, sale, yeah.
Sale, yeah. Sale, yeah.
Hey, look!
What's up?
There's already a line for the big sale.
Yeah. A line that was clearly visible already from the damn car. I don't know why they look so shocked, like they somehow didn't notice the huge goddamn line of people when they rolled up. Didn't they notice almost every parking spot was fucking taken too? The shots where Tori notices the line are also zoomed in entirely. As the kids discuss the long line, Andre's head is cut off in the UK version, and Jade is cut off to her eyebrows. And these super awkward looking zoomed in shots are all to hide the Wanko signs behind them. But I genuinely can't believe they aired the episode in the UK looking like this. It looks very unprofessional. But alas, they see Sinjin at the front of the line, and I really thought he was hitting the Benjamin when I first saw that shot. But he is in fact plucking a nose hair. Of course. How could I be so foolish? Tori says, let's go jump in line with him. And while she's going over to talk to him, Kat honks the horn for no reason to see if Tori will come back, like a good obedient girl. And she does. Then, in the US version, we get some dialogue from a store security guy.
If you want to enter Wanko's now and pay the regular prices, go in that door down there.
We're here for the big sale.
Shut up!
In the UK version, this line is cut, which results in Sinjin saying his line out of nowhere.
We're here for the big sale.
Shut up!
Also, the signs behind Sinjin's head and the other kid's head are zoomed in to hide the Wankos, then spray painted over digitally in the wide shots to hide the word Wanko. And buckle up because you're about to hear the word Wanko plenty of more times. When Tori walks over to try and cut in line, it's zoomed in to hide the Wanko sign behind her and digitally spray painted purple over the letters. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying digitally spray painted and just say spray painted, but just know, there's no real spray paint involved. This was all digital editing. Lots of edited shots here of the signs behind them being edited out in the UK version. It just happens pretty much in every shot. Sinjin explains the sale doesn't start till 7 a.m., not 7 p.m. like they originally thought, and Tori is fucking pissed. She confronts Trina and tells her she's a dumb bitch, and her line,
The Wanko sale doesn't start until 7 a.m.
is shortened to,
Hey, what? Sale doesn't start until 7 a.m.
Tori is mad as hell for no reason. Beck even tells her to chill.
Just relax.
No! I'm all excited to get 80% off a unitard!
Why is she freaking out so much? They don't need this sale. None of them are broke. They're all rich kids. Tori's parents offered to buy her any car she wanted in one episode.
We'll buy you a car!
Any car you want.
Just say, damn, well that would have been fun. Call it a bust and go home. Who the hell cares? Then we get some awkwardly censored Jade dialogue. Let's compare the two versions.
You people want to buy good stuff at Wanko's on sale?
Yes.
Follow me into Wanko's, boys and girls. And Robbie. You people want to buy good stuff?
Yes.
Follow me, boys and girls. And Robbie.
Oof. Audio kinda sounds like trash here. I guess they couldn't cut those lines entirely because they're pretty relevant to the plot, but that was a little rough. And then half Tori's face is cut off as she walks inside with Kat to hide the Wanko sign behind her. Cut to inside Wanko's, and none of this stuff looks remotely worth waiting outside 12 hours for. Storage bins? Irons? Trash cans? What? They live in the Hollywood Hills, dude. And they can't afford a few storage bins. In the US version, we get some audio on the loudspeaker.
Attention Wanko shoppers, you're shopping at Wanko's.
And in the UK version, that audio is just entirely gone. And I'm pretty sure that's the voice of Dan Schneider on the loudspeaker, so I think it's funny the UK version cut his lines and replaced it with just footstep sound effects. Classic. Robbie's all excited about some walkie-talkies he found in aisle 15. When did he have time to browse for products? They all literally just walked in. And that's yet another item that nobody needs to wait out overnight for. Like seriously, you can buy one on Amazon for like 20 bucks. You don't need an 80% off sale.
We could be 600 yards from each other and still talking. while we walkie.
The others tell Robbie that buying walkie-talkies would be dumb as hell since they already have cell phones. And Kat flirts with him to make him feel better. Okay. Then we get a bit more censorship when Jade talks about her plan.
Your plan? Just before Wenko's closes at 9, we hide here, in the store. Your plan? We hide here, in the store. So, you guys up for an all-nighter at Wenko's?
Yeah! Wenko!
So, you guys up for an all-nighter?
You can completely tell in the UK version that the dialogue is missing some parts. It sounds super awkward how abruptly it cuts off. And Robbie's line, "Wankos," was actually removed in the UK version of the episode. Also, there's a sign on the storage bins that says Wankos at the top. And in the UK version, they erased it so it's just red and white with no text at the top. The security guy says all clear, then agrees to meet up with the other security guy for some BF Wangs.
Aisle 18's clear. Go ahead and lock it down. You want to get some food at BF Wang's?
Yeah, I'm up for some Wang Wings.
See you in the parking lot in 45 seconds.
Really, Tori? You couldn't wait 45 seconds to guarantee that the coast is clear? He barely walked away yet. He realistically could probably have heard her getting out of the bin. Ridiculous. So everyone else comes crawling out of their hiding spots. The weird little purple thing that Beck is hiding in had all of its wankos blurred out in the UK cut. And everyone's excited to have a fun, illegal night. And suddenly, red lasers pop up like we're in a damn spy movie. In the US version, Tori tweets out to the slap that they're trapped by alarm lasers. Honestly, Tori really needs to learn to keep her cards a little closer to her chest. Anyone could see that, including the LAPD. Also, what is WDFD? Whoop-de-fucking-do? And you can briefly see wankos in the rapid shots scene in the transition. So the UK version decided to cut the whole part and not even show Tori's tweet at all. And if I was a British kid, I would think for one episode, Tori got over her social media addiction. Like, where are the tweets? Why is she not tweeting? Only to relapse the next episode. What a shame. The gang realizes they're trapped by these lasers and start fighting about it, while Kat tries to lick the laser beams to taste the flavor. Kat is literally dumb as hell. In season 1, she was able to pick up on Robbie's social cues that he was tricking his grandmother into believing that they had canceled the internet.
They canceled the internet.
Huh?
Yeah. Look. You know, bad economy, low ratings, they just canceled the whole internet. He says right there on the screen.
Oh, that's too bad.
And near the end of the show, Kat thinks she can taste a security laser. What happened? And when they first showed them entering this area, they came from behind where the 18 number sign is. Why don't they just go back that way? None of them ever act like they can even go back there, but they literally show us that they can. Tori suggests they all just chill and hang out with the vacuum cleaners till the morning, which leads Kat into telling a story about her brother stealing a vacuum cleaner from their church. And weirdly, for some reason, the punchline, if you can call it that, of her story is missing in the UK version.
One time, my brother found a vacuum cleaner in our church basement. He took it home, and now he keeps it in his room.
Well, you should call the church and tell him he has it.
Oh, they wouldn't want it back. One time, my brother found a vacuum cleaner in our church basement. He took it home, and now he keeps it in his room.
Kinda weird. Unless I'm missing something, that one had no mention of wankos at all. So, I'm not really sure why they cut that line. They're all pretty irritated that it's gonna be another 9 hours till the store opens, but Tori says they should just all chill and wait it out. And she's right. This is honestly no different than if they had to wait in line outside with the others. It's not that bad. We get a quick transition to show that some time has passed, and the UK version cuts part of it out to hide the wanko sign, of course. Then, we cut to Andre freaking out because he can't handle being trapped. And why doesn't he just run over there in the back to another aisle? Clearly, there's no lasers blocking the path that way. Come on, man, come on. I wish they could have at least said, oh man, I checked back here, it's blocked off too. They never acknowledge it, bro. Beck says it's only been 12 minutes so far, but we got Andre losing his mind, Trina complaining that she has to pee, sorry, Waz, and Robbie complaining he's getting hungry, with everyone else agreeing.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
What? It's only been a couple hours since they first arrived for the sale. These kids are a bunch of complainers, and I am not impressed. So next we get another weird difference between the two versions. In the UK version, we get a shot of Andre screaming, "Freedom!" before Tori and Beck crawl towards the lasers. In the US version, Tori and Beck crawl forward to the lasers right away.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
Freedom!
Hey, come here.
I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
Come here.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
Oh boy, let me tell ya, I thought I was tripping balls at this part of the video. Paramount Plus censored the line "freedom" from the American version of the episode, but it's still in the UK version. And it was also in the original US version, before Paramount Plus censored it. And my only explanation is that Paramount Plus must hate freedom, so they removed it from the USA version of the episode. But for some reason left it in the UK version of the episode? Why? So Tori crawls around and says she needs to measure how far the laser is from the ground.
See how high this beam is from the floor.
8 inches.
Well,
8 inches.
Is that a dick joke about how Jade can eyeball 8 inches with accuracy? Am I the dirty one for interpreting it like that? Or is Dirty Dan putting inappropriate jokes in these shows, hoping I'll blame myself? So they decide someone needs to slide under the bottom laser to get out of captivity. And then we get the Censorship Olympics going on over here. In the US version, that's currently on Paramount Plus, Andre points out you'd have to be pretty skinny to fit under that. And everyone immediately points to Robbie without hesitation.
You'd have to be pretty skinny to slide under that laser beam and not hit it.
Robbie.
Robbie!
But in the UK version, and in the original cut of the US version, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually a pretty funny boob joke here.
So which one of us is the flattest?
Robbie.
Robbie!
Robbie.
Why was this cut? Is it really that taboo to just acknowledge that boobs exist? Come on now, come on. So they push Robbie under the lasers, and there's a loud crash sound effect. Then Tori throws the walkie-talkie after him. What happened to who needs a walkie-talkie when we all have phones?
Walkie-talkies!
You have a cell phone.
Did something happen to Robbie's phone? I don't know why he needs the walkie-talkie. Also, opening the box and using them without paying for them is technically stealing, right? Especially when they could have just used their phones. Then we get a whole scene with Robbie, and I know the UK editors hated to see this one coming. First, they had to cut the signs for Wankos out of the transition sequence and just show the half-eaten fat cake. Then, in the US version, we got giant signs that say Wankos on both sides of the room here. So of course, in the UK version, they had to crop it so awkwardly. And just as a reminder, none of these weird zooms are my editing. This was how the episode actually looked and the way they cut it for the UK audience. Robbie's on the far left of the screen, nearly cut off. It looks stupid as hell.
Shapiro to base. Shapiro to base.
I honestly can't believe they even aired this. In the next shot of him talking to Tori, his head is half cut off. Then he tells Tori he can see the security desk, and when he says that, the W in Wankos on the sign behind him actually disappears right in front of my eyes. It's now not just Victorious, it's a magic show at this point.
And a partially eaten fat cake on a desk. And a partially eaten fat cake on a desk.
Also, how is he able to fit under these alarms with no help when before he needed the other guys to push him under? How? How can he do it now by himself? He slides himself underneath, then we get another cut in the UK version, where they loop the visual of the security computer to avoid showing a big Wanko sign behind some water fountains.
All right, I'm at the alarm panel. All right, I'm at the alarm panel.
Then, in the US version, Tori tells him to turn off the laser beams, and he mumbles to himself because she said it a little sassy. You can clearly see multiple big Wanko signs behind him, so they cut this part out of the UK version.
Then go turn off the laser beams! Turn off the laser beams. Then go turn off the laser beams!
So Robbie is able to access the security panel. It doesn't require him to scan a security badge or even type in a password of any kind. He can just start doing shit that should be definitely restricted. So he starts fucking with the lights. We get another zoomed in shot of him as he turns the lights on and off for fun to crop out the multiple Wanko signs in the room with him. Oh yeah, and it says Schneider's Security Systems, which is dumb as hell. As Robbie's playing with the lights, some thieves, who I guess are twins, sneak up on him. And when we first see the shot of them creeping up in the UK version, it's so zoomed in that you can only see one of them instead of both. And guys, oh my god, guys, when making this video, I had to watch each scene over and over and keep pausing and going back and rewatching to spot all these little differences, and it got so fucking annoying hearing Robbie make this sound non-stop over and over again. But whatever. In the US version, one of the thieves says, well, 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 what do we got here?
Well, 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 what have we got here?
But in the UK version, one of the wells in well, well, well gets cut because they couldn't show that shit with the Wanko sign right behind the fountain.
Well, well, what have we got here?
Hang on a second. Why would they be robbing the store right now? You're telling me these two assholes rolled up outside, saw tons of people all waiting in line, wrapped around the building, and still decided now was the best time to commit this crime. Neither one of them said, you know what, actually, let's come back any other night when it'll be empty in the parking lot instead of packed full of potential witnesses? How did they even sneak in past all those people in the line outside? How did they sneak past all the security lasers to get inside the building for that matter? It makes no sense, bruh. I'm fucking pissed. So these crackers tell Robbie they're gonna rob the store, and he says, ooh, all shocked. What did he think they were gonna do? Did he really need it to be spelled out like this? In the UK version, it's zoomed in when he walks past them to hide the Wanko sign. They assume Robbie works at Wanko's and tell him to go open the safe.
You're gonna walk over there with us and open that safe.
And then Robbie looks schizophrenic in the UK version because they cut a line of dialogue to hide the word Wankos.
Why? So's we can get the money out of it.
No, I mean, why do you think I'd be able to open Wanko's safe?
You work here.
What makes you think I work here? Why?
So's we can get the money out of it.
What makes you think I work here?
No one brought up him working here. Robbie explains he doesn't work there. He's just trespassing with his buddies to be first in line at the sale, and explains he needs to turn off the alarms so he and his friends can leave. And the thieves should be happy about that. They should want him to turn off the alarms. It's mutually beneficial for everyone involved here if he turns off the alarms. But instead, they act all murdery and say, we can't let you do that. You know too much, so you can't leave, bitch. Back in laser camp, Andre is tweaking out, losing his damn mind, and Tori puts her hands on his shoulder and tells him to calm down. Yeah, because that always works. And in the UK version, it's cropped to hide the Wanko sign when she says that to Andre. They try contacting Robbie on the walkie-talkie, but he's not answering because he's showing the different walkie-talkie channels to the thieves. And this shot is zoomed in for the Brits to hide the Wanko sign. It's zoomed in again when he's done showing them the walkie-talkies, and they're thoroughly impressed. Then it's zoomed in again when he walks over and does a little pose because he's sad that his real friends don't appreciate his walkie-talkie the way the thieves do. And then zoomed way in when the thieves give him a hug. Which, what the hell even is this, man? What happened to them threatening to low-key murder him?
We can't let you leave.
Nope, not now. Why can't you let me leave?
'Cause you know we're burglars. You've seen our faces.
How did they turn into instant friends bonding over their love for walkie-talkies anyway? Back with the group, Jade is mad as hell that Robbie isn't answering, and Andre realizes the damn walkie-talkie isn't even turned on.
Why would he answer us?
Oh, you turned it off. You've been talking into a offie-talkie.
Jade screams that she wants a sandwich, and Kat casually walks through the lasers to go get her one, prompting the alarms to go off. Finally, something had to goddamn happen. They all grab bins to cover their faces so they won't be seen on the security cameras and run out. How do they know where the exit even is without being able to see? Do they have the entire layout of the store goddamn memorized? Cut back to Robbie, who's spamming the buttons trying to get the alarms turned off. And this is cropped in the UK version to hide the Wanko sign above them. Then, everyone runs through this room with the bins on their heads, and they cut the left side of the screen and the top part of the screen to hide multiple Wanko signs, leaving it looking pretty weird for the Brits. Robbie screams to wait for him, and when he goes to run after his friends, the twins grab him, and the entire left part of the screen is cut off in the UK cut. And we stay super cropped and zoomed in for this entire scene. Then, Andre and Beck help set him free. Chaos ensues. Then Tori lets him share his bin with her so they can both escape without being caught on camera.
Get up on my top! I like where this is going!
Why did he say that? I thought he liked Kat. He always flirts with Kat. Whatever. Cut to outside, where they all run by with the bins still on their heads, and if you look closely, Beck actually runs into the barrier and hits his cock and balls on the metal barrier, man. That definitely wasn't part of the script. They don't even make it out to be a joke. It's not focused on at all. It's definitely just an unfortunate thing that actually happened to Beck. Hope you're okay, buddy.
Crazy binheads.
They drive by in their getaway car, and that's that. And unfortunately, they now have Andre's plates. He's going down, he's cooked. Actually, if they can see on the security cam which car they all got into, then surely they can go back in the footage to the time when they all originally arrived in the car without their faces covered, and now everyone's caught. They're all cooked. And since they ran out with the bins, they can get them all for stealing, not just trespassing. Damn, committing multiple crimes just to try to save a few dollars. Sounds like the Victorious cast, but still. But enough of me yapping. What do you guys think of Wanko's Warehouse? Do you think it was even worth airing the crazily censored UK version? Or should they have just cut their losses on this one? Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and let's kick it. And as always, I gotta give a huge, massive wanker of a shout out to the Aggro Army. You know, I hate to say this, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'd love to give you each a wank if I could. But obviously, I will not be doing that, and I could not be doing that. But either way, thanks for the support. If you're still here, that's awesome. Make sure you're subscribed and check out some other videos. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go have a wank. Thanks for listening.